staring at the screen.
Mm.
Oh, nope, it didn't count down this time. What's up, everybody? How you doing? I know you missed us because we missed you. We talk about y'all more than y'all know. We're back for another episode of Culture Club Conversations. We are missing Rem. Rem, we love you. She's always watching, so don't be surprised if she pop one in the comments. I am Miss Green Oslet, if I didn't say that already. And with me tonight, I have my real cousin,
In
Marilyn
real
Monroe.
life,
It's the
Marilyn
real
Monroe, the
Marilyn.
culture
It's real
conversationalist.
cousin, and it's the real Marilyn Monroe. Like
Vivian.
it don't get
Yes,
no realer
Vivian.
than that.
It don't get no realer.
So
Yes.
it's
So
so much
tonight
that we could,
we are
there's
going
so
to
much
talk
we could
about
talk about,
spinning.
but we gonna talk
Huh?
about what topic, Marilyn?
What are we going to
Do you
talk
hear
about
me?
spinning
Can you hear me?
a lot? Definitely.
Okay, I can hear you now. We had technical difficulties for a second.
Yeah. I think my internet is acting up.
It's okay. Somebody dumb. You must have a storm on the
Yeah.
way.
So thank you for tuning in, viewer. So we're going to talk about spinning a lot lately. This is almost has everyone's opinion on spinning the block, whether you decide to give your ex another chance. People change, circumstances change. Sometimes love decides or needs a second chance. So what's up, fam? What's up, bro?
I was
So yeah,
spin the block
I
can be
think it's
so many
necessary
things, just
for us
like
to
you
have that
said.
discussion of spinning the block.
Yeah, and it could be so many things, just like you said. It could be work. Did you spend a block on a job that you left before? It could be friendships. It could be relationships, like you said. So it's so open. I think we
Yeah, it's
got a
very
delay.
open. So let's dig into it. So I'm gonna start this conversation. I got a delay.
Yeah, we got a delay.
So
Somebody
I'm gonna
done
start this
spin that
conversation by
block.
talking
Spin
about
that block.
some of the. I'm gonna talk about some of the songs of throwback of spinning the block, and some throwback songs for spinning the block is "Peaches and Herb Reunited." Everybody knows that song, right? The Jackson Five, "I Want You Back." That's a throwback of a spinning the block. Player, "Baby Come Back." That's a spinning the block. Darius Rucker, "Comeback Song." It's the comeback song. And most recent, we all know the song by Mariah Carey, "We Belong Together." We had Chris Brown, "Back to Love." We have, let's see, Adele with "Hello." Everybody knows that song, right? Um, a few others are Wale featuring Usher, "The Matrimony." I love that song.
I
Just a
love that song.
question of my. Mm-hmm.
I love
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
I like when
yeah.
it first
And
come on
then
and
of
everything.
course we have one of my favorite songs, throwback favorites, is by Avant, "Separated." I never really thought that was a um spin the block song, but it's listed as a spin the block song.
Hmm.
And then there's Usher, "You Got It Bad." That's a said spin the
That's
block song.
self-explanatory.
And yeah, and then they have Brian McKnight, "Back at One." That's a spin the block song. So
That's a good
yeah,
one.
that's a few said songs. I'm sure there's more. I'm sure you guys can post below what your favorite spin the block song is and let us know what your favorite spin the block song is. But let's get into the meat and potatoes of spinning the block. Green eyes, tell me, have you spin the block?
That sounds so bad. Yes, I have spun the block. Like if you know me, you know that I've spun the block. But the only people that I've spun the block with ever are the guys that I had children with. Like, I don't waste my time. I'm not spinning the block on some people that come into your life that don't mean anything to you. We don't have anything. We don't share anything. So why have the headache? I spun the block
Yeah.
on my children's fathers because we have children together. There are little people that we try to create a family with and stay together. But I gave them a little more opportunity. So yeah, I spun the block a couple times.
Okay.
A
Okay.
couple times. And it was all
I don't know.
growing life
I,
lessons.
okay. I don't think I've ever spun the block. Can you recall a person I spun? Like again, I have dated
I
quite
don't
a
think, and
lot
you
of
know what's
people.
crazy?
However, I don't think I. But
No. You haven't spun the block. I'm just sitting back thinking
I haven't
you
spun the.
haven't spun the block. You like people very much, but before you give them your all,
And I'd
you
be like,
just you like feeling them out.
yep.
Like
I'd be like, I'm
you
done. That's
need to
it.
know.
Like if it's not working, it's done.
Right. And that's why I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah. So
only
like,
people I spun the block with.
yeah. So I mean, I think for me, like, once you become for me, once you become an ex, it's like, all right, we can be like, because all of my exes, all of them, we still communicate. We have like, regular
Yeah.
communication. They still love me, and have love for me because I'm just that girl. So yeah, we still ain't nothing changed in that regard of like friendship foundation. But as far as like to go back to what, I'm
We
good.
had.
I'm good. Mm-mm. No, I'm
Yeah.
good.
And I get it. And I
So
respect
another
it.
question. Hmm.
I respect it. Like you always see, that's the thing I like about us and doing this podcast because you've never been judgmental. Because of course I could have got on here and lied and you would have been laughing in the back of your head because you know who I've spun the block with, but we do this for the culture, so they don't know who I spun the block with. But I like that you always say
Yeah,
for me because that's the thing, culture. Like that's why we're all so different in our own ways, and we come on here too because
yeah,
we're all not the same. So what works for you doesn't work for everybody else, but it doesn't mean that we're giving you the advice on what you should do. Do you?
that's right. That's right. Um, and I always say that, like for me, because I don't ever want anyone to think like, um, I judge. I don't have room to judge. So I just know for me, once you and an ex, that's it. That's it. Ain't no more coming back. We can still again continue to be friends and be cool.
Right.
Of course, you're gonna lose a lot of benefits of Maryland, but at the same time, yeah, it's no spinning the block when it comes to me. Don't even think about it. Don't even think about hit me up, hit me
Mm.
out to go to for dinner, a date. I'm good.
And if we want to go there
Just
and
call
be
me on the
real, if
7th
we
of July.
want to give advice, Marilyn is right because I mentioned that I spun the block, but I didn't say that I'm with anybody that I spun the block for. So that's she right.
Yeah,
Like and, and I'm friends with all of my exes except for the very last ex that I had. Like we just can't be friends. Like that's not a spin the block song.
no, that's not a spinning block. Hey, what's up? Oh, oi. Brother King said, "Listen, y'all speaking facts. Absolutely. Like I think sometimes once you break up, if you are cool enough to be able to maintain the friendship or a friendship, maintain it. But still respect boundaries and distance. Don't try to like create a title to say we're broken up, but then you still act as if you're together. But yeah, like
Right.
for me, I'm not spinning a block. I don't even once I drive in my car a block, I don't even want to go back to the block. Okay, so I'm not driving a block, spinning the block, or going back on the block. So I'm good with that. So the next question is, um, let's see, I have three. Um, what is some signs of your ex being worthy of spinning block? Like, what are some things that I guess, um, if in fact you would consider them back, would you look forward to say, you know what, let's try this for you since you did your thing.
Now, for me, I pretty much laid it out when I did the explanation of spinning the block for me. The only reason I'm going to spin the block is because we got children. And unfortunately, for any future guys out there, I'm not having any more children. My baby is about to graduate high school this year, 2027. So I won't be spinning the block. I know what I want. So I'm not spinning the block anymore because if I wanted to spin the block, I would have spun the block with this recent ex, and some things aren't worth spinning the block for, like you said, like cheating. I'm not spinning the block. I'm coming through that joint burning
Yeah.
rubber. I'm filling tires. That's what I'm doing. I ain't spinning the block. But
Yeah.
yeah, nah. It's for me.
So
It's just
we have
kids.
quite a few people
Nothing else.
that are tuned in. We have quite a few people that are tuned in. We have 6, 7 people tuned in. So drop your opinion on whether or not you're going to spin the block if your ex and well, if your current relationship falls apart and then later on or right after, whatever, you decide to go back or give it another chance. Like drop the comments and let us know. Like, have you spent the block before? Is that a
Yeah,
practice? Is that something that you often do? Because some people often spin the block. Like some people
and you're right.
are often open to every ex. Yeah, and like no, but again, that's for me.
Right. And then see they spin the block because they get confused with the narcissistic person that's coming out of them, making them think, "Oh, baby, I changed. We about to do this, we about to do that." No, you're not. Like I can usually read those people because that's what I do for a living. So that's why I said I'm only spinning the block for my kids' fathers, and I'm not with any of them, and I'm not having any more kids, so no more. I'm test driving. I'm leasing cars now.
You leasing. Okay. You renting, leasing. What's up, Jay? Thank you so much for tuning in. Have you spent the block before? Have you had an ex that you decided to go back with just to give another chance, another opportunity? There's a song with Usher and I think it's one of the another person, and he said, "Right one, wrong time." Do you think that's a
It's
such thing? Do
with,
you think that it's a such
yeah,
thing of having someone and it just not being the right time, but it was the right person? And would you
most
entertain that
definitely.
much later to give it a chance?
It is most definitely a person that's the right one, wrong place, wrong time. And for me, it is the girls. It's their dad because he's an excellent father. Like we are amazing friends. Like he just literally, I heard him upstairs drop J Lo off. So if he would have
Mm-hmm.
came downstairs to speak, I would have brought him down here for that question because he knows like I gave him endless opportunities because I knew the person he was because we started off as friends and we really grew into this bond that I thought was unbreakable, but it actually got broken. So it is actually a very true statement, but sometimes it just don't work. And that's what that part of that song was about. It just didn't work. We were supposed to be together, but we not.
So Jay said going back to your ex is the most dangerous decision in your life. I
I
agree.
mean,
I agree.
yeah,
One
but
of them.
that's your opinion. You know what
I
I'm
agree.
saying? And like you said, we all have our own opinions. It could be dangerous, but I'm not saying go back to those dangerous people because there's reasons why you shouldn't go back to your ex because exes do things that are like domestic violence. One of the topics that we talked about. Spin the block on that episode and go check that one out. But yeah, it's some reasons why you shouldn't take people back, but to each his own. Like, no, I do value your opinion,
So
Jay.
Jay said, yeah, Jay said, my daddy always said, don't let the same snake bite you twice.
I'm
I
a
agree.
daddy's girl, so much
I agree.
respect for your dad. I do agree that. I do agree with that. But see, sometimes people break up for little stupid petty things, and it's just like like you said, right one, wrong place, wrong time. Not because they cheated on you, not because they had another kid on you, not because they hit you, but just because y'all grew apart. Sometimes people spin the block just to see if it was just that we grew apart, or were we just both young and dumb?
Yeah. So there's another question that says, let's see, how many chances are too many? How many chances are
One.
too many to give someone one?
One is
I
too
agree.
many because you already given
I
them a
agree.
chance. So if you give them more than that, then
I agree.
that's when people start talking about you. And the one thing I love about Marilyn being my cousin, and I know she knows this because if I don't tell her, she can feel it. I appreciate her honest opinion. Like she does not care about how I'm going to feel about what she's going to say. She's going to say it. And I may not tell her at the moment like that hurt, but she knows it hurt me because she's my cousin, but she knew I needed to hear it. So and that's the one thing I like about both of us
I
talking
don't want to hurt
every day. No, 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 no. And when I say hurt
you.
me, like, I mean, like you really gave me that punch in the gut that I needed. Because you hang with people every day that
Okay.
call yourself a friend, but they don't give you that punch in the gut that you need. Sometimes you need somebody to be like, stop. Like, what are you doing? Because you just keep endlessly doing
That's
the
it.
same thing.
So Sage says she's very honest. She's
That
very.
and
I
this
am.
is my cousin
I am.
Sage. So imagine if you think she's honest with you. Hold up, let me hit you with. She's brutally honest with her family. Like she don't cut no cards with us. We don't get no break.
No break.
But
No
that's what
day
I
off.
love
No
about
day
her.
off
Like
at all.
straight up. Like I swear, like when we don't talk because of our schedules and I work overnight and in the summertime culture I'm working longer hours because in the school time I work a little bit shorter. But when we don't talk, I miss her. Like I go crazy because there's so many things that I go through that she gonna be like, girl, don't spin the block on that. Why you keep spinning the block on that? So I
Yeah.
miss her.
Sage said. Sage says we all need someone to wake us up when we're sleeping, and I like that. That
We
is a
do.
good point. Like
I
I think
like
it's
that. That's
necessary
a
to
t-shirt.
like lovingly. Yes, right. That's a t-shirt. I think lovingly we should be able to be in position if we're gonna really be friends and family with people that we feel like we're close with. I think it's necessary to offer them the a different view to like shake them if you said Sage, if they're sleeping, and to offer them the advice that they need, because sometimes we are sleeping, sometimes we are just in a mode that we don't see the forest for the fire, like we just don't see it.
Right.
And especially in relationships when the heart is at at stake, we a lot of times we don't like to see what we need to see, and it's good to have someone that is loving to say, hey, like this person is really playing you. Like this person is not good for you, or it's not a good decision or choice to return to something that is not going to get any better. So,
Now,
yeah.
culture, do you guys, everybody watching, do you feel the same way about friendships? Because relationships are different because this is somebody you're trying to build a future with, be with. Now, friendship is necessarily somebody that's just your friend. You don't have to you tell people what you want to tell them. Let's be real. So, would you spend a block on your friendship because, and what would be the only reason why you would spend a block on your friendship? And I'll let you go first, Marilyn.
So I want to hear from Sage because Sage has a situation of a friendship and it being a good friendship with a friendship for a long time with someone. Sage, would you spin the block and become back friends with this person and work out the kinks? Sage said, "Good Lord," or "Oh Lord." Yes, Sage, like, would you consider hashing out the differences and then possibly rebuilding a friendship? A friendship, in a sense, is not as intimate in a sense of relationship with a partner. A lot of times the heart is at stake. However, it's definitely that intimacy. A lot of times makes it much more intense and different. So, with a friend, Sage, in your case, would you consider rebuilding? You had your time, your break, your time apart. Um, agree to disagree, but then somehow get to a place where you're entertaining, reestablishing that friendship. And the friendship could look different. It could be different, right? Like it doesn't have to be the same. Um, the look. It doesn't have to be the trips away. It doesn't have to be you stay at my house, I stay at your house. It could be just, kind of in a different look. Like it, we just maybe go to dinner once a month. We talk once a month. We
Right.
don't have to talk every day
A
anymore,
fade
or every other
away.
day. So what would you do, Sage? Yeah. Um, oh, King said I need to come on the episode to discuss this. You should. We can have a part two, and you can come back and discuss it because yeah, spinning the block is a thing. It's a debate.
Yeah, we can
It's
do
a
a spin the block
conversation.
part two.
It's a way of life. Yeah, it's a way of life. So one of the things said, should an ex always stay in the past? And I think we kind of said that in the
Yeah, we covered that.
beginning.
But
It's
yes,
according, yeah, it's according to like the dynamics of you and the
in
ex.
the X.
If it's a
As long
abusive
as the X
situation,
is not
absolutely not.
abusive, you can possibly spin the block.
Yeah.
Now, for me with
So
friendships,
Sage
I kind of
responded.
feel the same way. Go ahead. I want to hear what they say.
Yeah, Sage responded and said, not unless they're able to empathize instead of sympathizing with me. It's super important for friends to be able to wake us up, but also important for friends to understand the attempts and understand your own unique stress. I agree. Some people haven't, life has not, they have not experienced life enough to realize that everyone is not like them.
Hmm.
Some people think like, oh, that's easy. You should just do this, this, and this. And it's like, well, okay, it's not as easy for me than it is for you. For
Right.
certain reasons, right? So sometimes, yeah, friends definitely have to, be able to understand and be open to the differences and not judge and not be so, harsh with their thoughts toward you because their situation is different. So Sage, I
Right.
understand that. I could allow myself. Yeah, y'all are really on here tonight. Tonight was more so a pop
Yeah.
up. I didn't even announce tonight being
Like,
tonight,
like you,
and it's
like
like
you
we
maybe
have people
announced like an hour.
an hour ago. Like
Yeah.
very much. So thank y'all all for tuning
But
in and like actually engaging and commenting. Sage said period. Period.
and see, for me, it's again, it's the
Period.
kids because the people that I've been friends with, like their kids, I watched them be born, and they call me aunt, and it's like
Mhm.
I will spin the block on a friendship for the kids' sake. But now, like I just said,
Yeah.
my baby's about to graduate, so them kids is old, and all them kids got my number, so I don't have to spin the block no more.
Yeah. Yes. So this is questions of red flag, green flag. Your ex says that they've been in therapy. Green flag or manipulation? What would you say?
If my ex said they were in therapy, they just said it.
They've been in therapy. Is it a green flag for you to feel like, okay, we can give this another chance? Or do you feel like that's a manipulation tactic?
It's both. So for me, it's a manipulation tactic because you want me to be like, oh, yay, you care, you're in therapy, blah, blah, blah. But at the same time, it's a green flag because you do need help. I'm happy for you. But if it's not going to be us going together to hash out what the problem was that we had, then I don't care about you. I
Yeah.
do care about you healing yourself. Let me take that back. I do care about you healing yourself, but I don't care to the point of us getting back together because that's something everybody should do is go to therapy. I just signed back up to therapy for reasons that are another episode that we could talk about, but but therapy is important.
Yeah, it is. All right, this is another red flag, green flag. They only reach out to you to see, um, after to see if you're doing well. What does that say? They only reach out to you to say, "Hey, are you okay?" And then that's it. Is that a red flag or a green flag?
That's a red flag because that literally just happened to me the other day, and you don't even know that because we didn't even talk about it. But I literally got that message, and I was like, That's a red flag because what you're trying to do is spark up a conversation, and you should have held the conversation when we were together. Like, why you want to know how I'm doing? Follow me on
All
all
right.
social media
Another one is
platforms, and you will see.
okay. Another a red flag, green flag. Okay, so Sage said that's a red flag. They want to just keep tabs on you and see how people. That's true. Just like to keep tabs. So red flag or green flag. If your ex comes back after years, do you hear them out?
Mm. Not if they just pop up, like, what did you disappear for? Like, and that's a whole nother thing. Why did you disappear? Why have I not talked to you in years? Like, do I want to talk to you? Only if we got kids.
All right, so we need to do a story time, a quick story time. And I'm going to start the story time with like the first entrance of the sentence. Um, so tell me about the craziest reasons an ex ever try to come back. Like y'all can, also engage. Post the craziest reason an ex try to come back. And you go first, Green Eyes.
Hmm. I would say the craziest reason for me, and it's gonna be crazy, but you can watch our other episode because I talk about it and I can talk about it now. Amen. But when I lost the girls, when he took that situation and came back to propose to me when we've already been together for 10 years prior before you proposed to me, like that's the craziest thing. You used the death of my children to come back and propose to me and marry me, and that's why we were only married for 6 months because I woke up out of that sleep stage. I was sleepwalking, I woke back
Sage,
up
you
and I was
up.
like, I was like, we not supposed to be together, so we did get divorced. But that's the craziest reason for me. What about you, Marilyn?
Let me tell you, let me tell you a craziest reason an ex tried to come back to me is because he cheated and he wanted to give me another chance.
Who? This had to be Biggie Smalls. It had to be.
I mean, he wanted to give me another chance because he did not want to lose me. So you did what and what?
But he
And you
he
didn't want
not
to
doing
lose?
you a
Yeah,
favor.
that's crazy. You no, you're not. You're not. That's insane. Like that just contradicts its entire self. Like you cheated, but you don't want to lose me. But you doing me a favor by wanting us to get back together. Sir, have a seat. Have a seat and good night.
Yes. Bye. Good night.
I'm good. Bye and
I
good
like
night.
that.
So
I like that.
mm-mm.
And then another spin the block before you get on another question would be a job. So say you did not get fired from the said job. You put in your 2 weeks. You were very professional about it for whatever reason, personal, more money somewhere. But this job came back to you because they recognized the work that you used to do and they had a bigger and better offer for
Mm-hmm.
you. Would you spin the block?
So that's I've had that quite a few times. I've times in life you have to
Spin the block.
promote yourself as in if you're with a company, you're with that company for so long and you do your like for me, I handle missions, right? Like my jobs are missions. In my mind, right? Because it helps me liking what I do. It helps me to push to do what I do. Because if I don't play a game in my mind that my job is a mission, I will work a job. Period. I just be like, I don't deserve to work a job. However, I feel like um, every job that I've had, of course, I always, fulfill the mission. I complete the task, I make everything right, and then I sit in it for a little while, and then I'm like, okay, I'm bored. And then I have to promote myself within. So that means I look for another company, opportunity, and of course the pay has to make sense because I'm not leaving the house if it's not a certain amount of money, right?
Correct.
So I've had jobs ask me to come back. I've been back to a few jobs before in the past, and it gets to the same point. Like, after even like I've been to the job, I think I had a job for like 6 years, and I left for another opportunity and was gone for near a year and decided to go back to that same job for another year and a half, 2 years. And I felt the same way at the end of the first 6 years. I was just not fulfilled. I felt like, mission accomplished. And so I feel like, just as in any relationship, sometimes spinning the block could possibly be a good look. It could work. But my
And a
grandmother
job
used to
is
always say
more
the same
except.
reason.
Yeah, but it's been the
My
block
grandmother used
topic.
to always say the same,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
the same reason you get to a point of wanting to leave someone, make sure you stay gone because you're gonna regret going back. At some
Hmm.
point, a year, a month, 2 years, even, you're gonna regret going back because you're gonna get to the same thought process, the same feeling of what made you leave the first time. So
And I believe
never
it.
return to something that just, yeah, something that has put a period to the end of it. Just continue on. Just move forward. So yeah.
Yeah, a job is to me the only exception out of the three things that we just named that would make it easier to go back because who don't want more money? Like that's just a no-brainer. You're already gonna go know to work, but the only problem with me with that would be like you said, you're gonna regret it because the person that's bringing you back, if that's the person that was there when you left that was in charge, oh, they're gonna make you feel it. They're gonna make you feel it. It's gonna be like I knew you would come back because they knew how to get you back.
So Sage said, "Oh, this happened to me too, but the block gonna get rid of the problematic people." Yeah, sometimes the block does. Sometimes it does, and sometimes
Yeah,
it
the block
doesn't.
don't
But
play.
I got a text message. Right. So I got a text message, or I should say an inbox rather, and it says, "What is one reason someone deserves a second chance?" Green eyes, tell me. Chat
Are we talking
or
about a
post
friendship or a
one
relationship?
reason why somebody. What is it?
Are we talking about a friendship or a relationship?
Let's talk about a relationship. One reason why someone deserves a second chance. Post.
All right, so besides the kids, because we all know my answer, I would say
Yes.
I would say just the right one, wrong place, wrong time. I felt like we were supposed to be together, but we may have met in high school, and now we've grown, and we didn't break up on bad terms, or maybe we didn't even break up at all because in high school we was going together real bad. We was just going together, and you think you got a boyfriend, but it's really not, but it was in your head. So that's the only time I would spend the block, like because I really liked you and it just didn't work because the timing was off.
Okay. So
What
for
is it?
me, one reason someone deserves a second chance for me, and I'm gonna be honest, because as soon as I read this, I saw this, the answer immediately popped in my head. The one reason I would give someone a second chance, and I'm gonna let you swallow that drink,
Yes, thank
is
you.
because they was in a coma. We could not we could not be together because they was in a coma. Yeah, relationship got cut short because they was in a coma. So when they wake up, we can resume our relationship. That's what I would do.
I'm so glad you let me swallow my drink because I was not ready for that. Oh my gosh. That's a good one. That was a good one.
They was in a coma.
You need to
They
put
had to be
that
in a coma.
you need to put that on something. That was a good one. I
Oh
mean,
yeah, that could be on something. The
but you
only
know
way you
it's
get a
crazy.
second chance with me.
It's crazy because I know that of you. I literally know that of you. Like, and you mean every piece of that. Like, you better have passed out and you was in a relationship and I'm sitting by the hospital bed and you wake up and like, baby, I'm still here.
Right. That's the only way you get a second chance for me. You had to be like abruptly in a coma, and our relationship could not move forward because you were medically or in a coma, and then when you wake up, we can resume. That's it.
Yeah, yeah.
So, so complete this sentence. If my ex texts me tonight,
Keep going. Oh, you want me to complete that sentence?
you
If my ex
yes.
texts me tonight, I'm gonna be like, what you really want from her? I'm gonna ask you what you want. Like, what do you want? That's it. Like, straight up, what do you want? Like, and with an attitude, probably all caps. Mm,
Mm,
I'm sorry.
okay.
Let me rephrase that. My ex can't text me tonight because it's blocked. So there goes that.
Woo! There goes that.
Shout out,
If my
shout
ex
out to
texts
my
me
ex
tonight,
because he's watching.
if my ex texts me tonight, first of all, it's nighttime. Don't text me. Don't text me. Um, like
This
again, I'm
episode
cool
is
with my
funny
ex,
as hell.
all of them, and they all know I'm the hottest, like I'm the coolest chick, ever. Like but you texting me at night, that's already you're not getting a response because you should not be texting
Right,
me at night. I'm with my
right.
man.
Right.
Okay.
And I'm the same way. Like I'm so cool that I am, like I said, I'm able to be friends with all of my exes because we got kids together for one, and but my recent ex we just weren't able to be friends, and that's unfortunate because I'm an easygoing person. Like typically we break up because of something they did.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was a good one. You was
Another
like, yeah, ex
question is,
text you tonight, and I'm like, keep going.
he better not text me tonight. Don't text me. Don't.
Well, mine can.
Um, yours can.
He can't. He blocked.
Oh, okay. Okay. So have you? So a lot of the spin in the block. The bottom line is really like some sort of infidelity more so than what ends relationships. Infidelity. A lot of times it could sex. It could be money. Situations. It could be control. But most of the times it's infidelity. Have you yourself ever been unfaithful in a relationship?
I've never been unfaithful in a relationship, like knowing that we were together. But I have, I guess, in their eyes, because I don't really just break up with you. I feel like if you cheating on me, you got to know we not together. Like I don't think you should be told when you cheat on somebody. If you cheat on somebody, just know y'all not together. Just know you just opened up the lane for free game. Just know that. Like, just know that. When you go out there cheating on people, don't think that they not going to get, and it's not even getting a get back. Let me make that straight because it's just living your life. Oh, we doing us. You did you. We doing us. We do you. So I didn't cheat
Yeah,
in a relationship, but I cheated when I was cheated on, if that makes sense.
makes sense. Makes
Because
sense.
I did.
Is for me. I've been unfaithful one time. One time out of my many, many, many years, I've been unfaithful one time. And my one time being unfaithful, like, and this is again, I don't have a need to sit here and answer a question I ask you and then tell you a lie. I've been unfaithful one time. And with that one time being unfaithful, it wasn't for any get back. It wasn't even something I feel like I intentionally wanted to do. I think, the unfaithful part of it all, a lot of people fail to realize, like, really, like, culture, like, brace yourself. Being unfaithful is not a matter of sex. Like, no, sex is actually the easy part. It's a
Right.
matter of the heart. So actually,
And
you
this.
can even have a conversation. Yes, you can have a regular conversation without your partner knowledge with another person, because again, you can be interested in men or women, and your partner doesn't know about it, and that, my friend, is unfaithful. My friend, a lot of people would love to think that sex is the only thing that a person crossing the line to being unfaithful. And again, you are so slow in that, because that's the easiest part of it all. It's
Right.
when you
Because
start
see,
going to
somebody just
lunch
doesn't.
together.
Right. Somebody just doesn't meet somebody and just
Yeah,
jump in the bed. Now, some people do, but typically you're getting mentally amused before you getting physically amused. So it starts from the very beginning.
absolutely, absolutely. And so I feel like, out of my one time, um, you know, I asked for forgiveness for sure,
Of
because
course. Of course.
again, I have morals and I was raised so right, um, and that's my only thing. That's I fucked up. However, I asked for forgiveness and he forgave me, but guess what? I was in a marriage, and guess what? I still ain't spend the block. I didn't spend no block. I said to him, let's just move forward, separate, and be done. He wanted to do counseling, and I just didn't want to waste money, time, or just, I didn't want to do that. So I just was like, no, let's just end it. And I didn't spin a block. I didn't even, play the game of wanting to have him think that I was interested in spinning the block. I think a lot of times with spinning the block is sometimes people go into spinning the block with the intention on not staying. They go in, like, they'll go spin the block and they're like, I'll still deal with him or her for a couple months, but I really don't want to be with them. Um, and I think that's unfair. That's really,
Yeah, it is.
that's just as bad as you cheat. You know? Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It literally is because it's like I've gotten connected. Like I got a best friend that like we are so a couple without being a couple. Like we just fuss and argue and all of that, but we mentally like he just that's my hangout buddy. Like I could call him right now and be like, oh, I'm trying to go to the movies. He'd be like, okay. Like, but it's not a relationship, but I get what you're saying. Like we already started off like so super cool that if I had a boyfriend, I'd be cheating.
Yeah. Yeah. So like I said, I feel like sometimes some people spin a block because they still want some more time, not because they feel
Hmm.
like it's a true love connection, or they really, really want to make it right and move forward forever, like, something forever or toward forever. They just want some more time to just, get what they felt like they were getting before out of the relationship. And that, again, I don't think that's fair to waste someone's
And
time
some
to
right, and some
mentally
people spend the
make them
block
feel
just
like
to
it's an
be
opportunity.
like. Some people spend the block just to be like, aha, I told you so, because they want to prove a point to the chick that took him away from her. So it's like, no, I'm a
Yeah.
aha, I told you so. When you see the dude that I'm with after you, haha.
Ooh. Mm. Wow. Wowzer. That's a nail biter.
That is a nail biter, but
Wow.
it's the
So
truth.
do you feel like getting back with your ex is a lack of growth or lack of self-control, or both?
Um, it could be both. Um, so sometimes it be self control because let's be honest, we all got needs, and sometimes that person is like really good at what they do. And it's that self control. Like you need to have a little more self control. And for me, to be honest too, like since we talking to you, culture, I can be honest. I spin the block because I don't want to be whole hopping on the block. Like I already know what I got with this person. You just put the drop top on instead of doing it.
Whole hot broad top in my man drop. Hey,
You just gotta protect
oh,
yourself now
he's
versus
speaking.
when you was in a
Okay,
relationship. But that's the reason I spin the block because I don't want to be out there on the block. So, but
you don't
yeah,
want a body count.
right, right. I definitely, and I'm so proud of myself because we're very pretty women, and most people look at you like I get a lot of people on social media that just immediately come in my DMs like, I know you got a man, or I know you break people's hearts. Like, no, like, I don't,
And do.
but thank you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm not that type of person. I don't even be out there talking to people like that. Like, I don't. I thank the people for
Yeah.
following us for Culture Club's sake, but other than that, I'm not meeting nobody on the internet.
So let me say this. Like you're right. Like as far as like really just even my single days, because of course, I wasn't on the internet in my single days, but even so, like I don't trust a woman, let alone a man, to be out here looking. So I think it is complicated to want for me to want to like open myself up to wanting to kind of like create or establish a relationship with someone new when I think our exes for some of us, for many of us, feels more safe because you know him, you know his family, the past, if something was to happen, who to go to, who to call. Like it's just more comfortable. And I know a lot of times exes, especially if they were 90% innocent, because it's always like that 10% that it's like, okay, that was all you, that was your fault.
Right, right,
But I think sometimes people get stuck in a way of not wanting to move forward, and they do keep spinning blocks because they feel like they want to go where something is comfortable or familiar versus having to go out, start over, find the next person, another body count, another, and I think, to be honest with you, um, to do that takes courage. It really does take courage to say,
it
you know
does.
what, I'm tired of what the past looked like for me. I want to kind of create and reestablish a uh, something different. And it doesn't mean you have to go out and meet 10 men at the same time, but sometimes things just click. And for me, I think
Right,
mine felt more safe with my man now is because like I knew um his basic information because I oversaw his information, put it that way. So I was able and felt a little bit more comfortable and safe um, when I questioned the feelings that I had for him to move forward, because I'm like, okay, well, I mean, worst case scenario is I have his address, I have his detailed information. If shit jump off, I just signal the crew, and y'all come down because you already had the drop. My
I'll
cousins
be
had
with
the drop. Y'all knew if I go missing, y'all knew where to go and who to look for.
everywhere to go.
So I think sometimes, real shit. So I think sometimes, we stick with exes and we spin blocks and we feel comfortable and it's easier. And
No, that's so true.
sometimes
Like
that's
it's
the
so
most toxic way of, yeah,
It's so true. Like that's why I told you that's why I spun the block. Like it was the kids, it was the comfortability, it was the for me, I don't introduce my kids to everybody. So everybody is not coming around my
yeah,
children. Like my best friend. that is my homeboy. We've known each other for 7 years, and I probably was friends with him for 2 of those years before I even brought him around my children. Like, I don't play with the kids. Like, you're not
Yeah.
about to come around my kids. Like, now all my kids are grown, so they can help me take you down if you need to go down. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah,
Right.
like I
Real
I
talk.
protected
Real talk. Like, so yeah,
it.
that getting to answer like that question is getting back with an ex is a sign of growth or lack of self-control. Again, that's not always the same measurements for
It's
everybody. Everybody,
vice versa.
that gets back with the ex doesn't mean they're not growing. Yeah, it doesn't mean they're
Right.
not growing, and it doesn't mean that they lack self-control. It doesn't. Everything is different from different people for different people. So I don't read something or see something and like totally like put it in a capsule and think that that's the type for everybody or every
Right.
situation. That's not even fair. Yeah,
And
that's
you
not
could
even
have
fair to
grown,
just
and now you
put
trying to
that.
see if that person grew. So it's
Yeah,
the same.
and like anything is possible. I've seen people that get back together and it is stronger and bigger and better because they are not closed minded and they both did the work and they both wanted it. They both had
Mhm.
growth and created new vision of self control and to create a common goal to really not want to be without each other again. Some people learn the
Yeah.
lesson. Some people
Yeah.
learn
And
the lesson and never want to
because you
miss out on
also
that person
now
again.
back to the stage talking about what her dad said. You've also heard sometimes you gotta let something go and it'll come back. So that's a
Yeah,
part of growth.
yeah,
It
yeah. It is a
definitely.
part of growth, and it's a part of like being able to accept and to have um the decision to say, you know what, let me trust this process. Of course, you always look for the signs and identify what is what's not changed that you just still can't stand and what will change. Make those decisions, but it's definitely spinning the block does have nothing to do with no lack of growth or self-discipline or self-control.
Yeah, at
Again,
all.
everything is different for everybody. So if you have ever made it work with someone the second time around, drop your comment and we're happy. We would love to even have you come on part two and tell your story on how you were able to make it work. There's so many celebrities, so many people that I know have made it work the second time around, because again, like I said, they did the work and they didn't want to be without each other. And I think that's
Yeah.
the sweetest thing for me. Look, I don't got that type of time. I just can't. You mess up, cut.
Well,
Like
you got any more spin the
we good
block
friends.
questions there?
That's it. That's all that I have.
Okay,
That's all that I've had
because
for from our email. Yeah.
I didn't pull any spin the block anything. I wanted to lighten the mood on spinning the block, but I did pull some questions that some people want to ask since we haven't been on here in so long. I figured we ask some questions from the people. So
Okay.
somebody, and these are all from my TikTok page because, well, Culture Club's TikTok page. I'm sorry. Um,
Yeah.
this is a Drake reference. It says hair tied, chilling with no makeup on. What's your chill clothes? Preferably what sneakers you rocking? Hmm.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think you even know my chill clothes. I love a good graphic tee. Sometimes I cut that graphic tee up. Sometimes I just wear it
Yep.
regular and some nice little leggings and some nice Tory Burch slides, Millers, or some cute sandals. Or sometimes if I'm running around, I throw on some tennis shoes, which I'm not a big fan of tennis shoes because I got cute feet. So I want some leggings, and some cute sandals, and maybe a hat. But if not a hat, just a cute bag. That's it.
And that's pretty much like me. I'm a
What you-
leggings. graphic t-shirt. I love showing off artists that I love listening to. So I got like so many picture DMX's,
Yeah.
Tupac's. Shout out to all of the people that's on my shirt because it's too many. But I'm the same thing. I
Mhm.
like leggings because they're comfortable. You can move around. You can do
Comfy.
anything. But I am a tennis shoe girl, and one day
Yeah.
Puma is gonna sponsor me because I am a Puma
You hear
girl. Like
Puma? Sponsor her.
high top Pumas
Yes.
all day. I got like every color of them joints. I got Puma shirts, so you will probably see me in a lot of different Puma shirts to go with my tennis shoes if you see me with Pumas on. I got the socks, you name it. Like
Yeah.
I'm out there. So when I
Now,
wear tennis shoes, I'm
yeah,
Puma down.
and I never once like really loved leggings like that, like or like a nice sundress, like something like flowy, but like 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 a cute sundress or something. But I love something comfy where I could either dress it up, dress it down. Nothing cheesy, tacky. I rather do
Yeah,
classic shit. A solid pair of black ones. I have no joke. I
me
probably
too.
have about 18 pair and like cute little stuff, nothing like tacky or like but yeah, I love me some comfy a sundress or a pair of leggings and a graphic tee, and like I said, I'll cut it up maybe or maybe not, like, and then I like the graphic tees that like you most of the time you can't really find, not everybody has it, but yeah, just something different. So that's my chilling type. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Another one says, Ludacris once said, sorry, I love me some him. Ludacris
What you
once
do?
said, thank God your Bath and Body Works. What fragrance you spraying? You can go first.
I'm not gonna tell people my opinions. I do like
How
designer
long your Bath and
fragrances.
Body Works favorite?
I will,
If you got one.
I don't like Bath and Body Works like that. Like, the only Bath and Body Works products I normally would go buy is wallflowers and these hand sanitizer. But as far as like the lotions and stuff, I'm not real, like, I don't go in looking for like a certain. No, I'm not really big on Bath and Body Works.
Well, I am. So, my favorite scent, which only comes out in the winter time, so when it comes out, I like buy it out so I got it all year round because everybody loves it when I put
Mm.
it on. It's called Winter Candy Apple, and it smells just like it
Ah,
sounds. Like, oh my gosh, it is so like
really?
refreshing and amazing. And I have it in everything. I have the hand sanitizer, the spray, the lotion, the everything. Like I love it. I got one more
I'm
question.
watching it right. I-
What?
I'm looking at it right now. It says that the top notes of your fragrance is red apple and fresh cinnamon, and
It
then the
don't
middle
now.
notes
It
are winter. Hmm?
now you can't smell the cinnamon. You just more smell like the apple, and it's very light. It's not super strong, but it's like when you put it on, and you. And I'm sorry, ladies, we all don't have the same body scent. So when you put it on, for
Pheromone.
me,
We
it's
don't all have
like
the same pheromones. Yes.
yes, when I go out, it's more like when I walk past people, it's refreshing because I can smell it. So I know if I can smell it, they can smell it.
Oh,
And then it's like you just only put it on that one time and everybody's like, "Oh my gosh, you smell so good." And shout out to a male coworker of mine who got everybody Christmas gifts one year who put me onto that scent. He got me that scent as a hand sanitizer and
mm,
I've been in love ever since. Ever since. I got one more question
okay.
for us. Netflix and chill. What you watching?
Um, I don't know. So whatever you tell me to watch, most of the time I watch what you say watch. I'm not. I only watch TV if it's not on Netflix. Because I normally watch Stars because I watch everything 50, everything Curtis
Yes,
Jackson and
me too.
Courtney.
I watch all that.
What's her face? because I love their I
Wow.
that. Yeah, but Netflix, whatever you watch, I'm not. I
Now
don't.
I am
Mm-mm.
a crime mystery type of person, and so is Marilyn on the low. Um, there is a
I
new
am.
one out. Watch this so we can talk about it. We can come on here and talk about it. It's called A Toxic Love Story. If you have not seen that yet, Marilyn, you need to watch that. That is like so toxic and crazy, and they go left, right in a circle, spinning the block. It's crazy. Like it don't even end up how you think it's gonna end up. And the stuff they talk about is not. It takes your brain on a loop. Like you really got to pay attention. If you get up and go get a snack, you're gonna
Oh,
miss.
okay.
Something. And then I want to check out that Kevin
So I'm
Hart
gonna watch
movie. It's called
that probably
72
this
Hours.
weekend. This week. Okay. I'm gonna probably watch this weekend. This weekend, my plans is to lay low. That's a plan. That's a real
Mm.
plan, right? I've been laying low all month of July. Like I've been traveling a bit. I didn't travel like I wanted to, because of some obligations and someone vandalized my one of my machines. But yeah, I'm gonna continue to lay low this weekend. But I'm gonna look into that. I'm definitely gonna text it to me after this podcast because
I
I wrote it
am.
down on my desk, and I may just throw. Look, listen, just text it to me.
I will. That's how I am. I have actually culture. I have been traveling a lot this summer because I take most of my vacations for work in the summer because I spend time with the kids. But I've had a blast. I just got back from a vacation last week and it was amazing. It was a much needed vacation. A house on the riverfront. Like, oh my gosh, I'm definitely going back and renting that
I
house again. Like,
oh yes.
it was beautiful. It was so amazing.
So
I did
Sage
not want to
says
come back.
go a Joe Goldberg. I
What you say?
can't. I'm done. A Joe Goldberg. Really? Sage said I'm looking for a Joe Goldberg. I fucking can't.
I can't even. Like, cut it out.
Okay. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
okay.
So, okay, so if you don't know, Sage is referencing Joe Goldberg, which is an actor. The actor
Yes.
stars in the TV series. What is it? What's the TV series?
Mm,
Jesus, he's a psycho.
you.
You, and he is someone that definitely yes. Sage says you. So he's definitely a character that is very
Off the
focused.
scissors.
It has to be a Sagittarius, by the way. Very focused
Let me see if it give
on
his
his
birthday.
love interest, and it does all things to be a part of. Yes, he has to be a Sag. Let me look up his birthday. As a matter of fact, even though his character doesn't need to match his birthday, though. His birthday. And if you want to guess, Green Eyes, you can guess.
He's a Taurus.
Okay, he is Virgo. He's a Virgo, originally born in New York City, and yes, he's a September Taurus. So yeah, I'm sorry, September
Yeah.
Virgo.
He's a
So yeah,
September Virgo, so it's
yeah.
three. So I already
Sage
know
said
how they are.
Virgo serial killers. Sage said Virgos are serial. Actually, cancers are serial killers. We will definitely be the one to create rage
I'm
for a
not
person
claiming
that
that.
pissed us off.
Tauruses are Tauruses are lovers. We don't like to fight, but we will.
Here we come, yo. Here we come. Here we come, yo. So yeah, watch out for the cancers stage. Watch out for the cancers. And definitely the Sagittarius is. Sagittarius is they and Scorpios. They all questionable. And Libras. They all questionable.
You know what that only means?
That's it.
She doing
That's all I
all this
have.
zodiac talk because that means Rem needs to come back on here. That's all that means. So we need to do a whole
Yeah.
zodiac
'Cause, you know, we
episode.
the
I'm
zodiac
gonna,
cousins.
yes, we need to do a whole zodiac
We the
episode.
zodiac cousins.
DM us questions now.
We've been talking zodiacs ever since we were young. Ever since we were
Ever
young.
since.
We've been always talking zodiacs, noting zodiacs, figuring them out. I actually want to do like one of those segments that I go around the city and ask people to tell me some keywords and let me guess your
Mhm,
zodiac, and then of course
mhm.
post it on some yeah, I want to do something crazy like that.
Right, where you be like, I can guess your zodiac type of thing. We need to do that. We need to
Yes,
go live
yes.
on
Like
TikTok
psychics
one
give
day.
me some.
Do that on TikTok. Go
Yeah,
let me guess
I've
your
actually,
zodiac
and
by your profile picture and
of
tell me some
course,
things about you.
of course. That's what we'll do. We'll do that. We'll guess the zodiacs because again, we have always talked zodiac. And again, it's definitely
Always.
not witchcraft because the way we use it and the way we discuss it is definitely not in that type of capacity. We don't
No, and y'all
do
are
all the
super funny
spiritual.
about it. Y'all will hear somebody talk and you'll say, tell me this, tell me that, tell me this, and you'll be like, oh, you a cancer. And I'd be like,
Mm,
because
yes,
y'all be
yes.
right. And I just be sitting there like, I don't know you like that. I'm the
Right.
cousin that's
We
just
just
like,
don't. But we definitely thank you all for tuning in. We have reached an
yes,
hour
thank you
plus.
so
We
much.
are live. Came
We
back
missed
from
y'all.
a long hiatus of from a long time being away to take and represent and celebrate my month birthday of July, the whole July, well, almost the whole July
The
off,
whole
so that I
July.
can
You got one more day left.
recoup. But most of the July off for me to recoup, me to travel, me to handle some business, and me just to go low key. I did a couple of speaking engagements. I was the speaker
Yes.
of an event, the Galantine 13-year event with No Longer Strangers. I had an amazing time. My word was standing on sisterhood. Stand on it. Do not go around calling people sis if you are not willing to stand on the words that you put out there, because calling someone sis, a non-written verbal contract agreement that you say and made them know and feel that they're important, and you will ride for them and you will do all of what it takes to be a part of their life and to help them in that time of need. So yes, my word was standing on sisterhood, and it was an amazing time. I have a couple of engagements coming up. I'm being featured in a magazine, not Swag Her, but another magazine that should be dropping in August, this coming month. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of things going on. I'm lined up to be on a panel in Darlington, South Carolina, in the month of November, and then I have a surprise bit of news that I will be dropping in a couple of weeks. It's big. It's like very big. So stay tuned. Make sure you follow me on all social media platforms. I am the real Marilyn Monroe, or on Facebook, I am Ty MD Monroe. And then, or you can actually go to my website where you would find us. It's MarylandStateMonroe.net. So go there, you'll get all the updates. You'll see up and coming things. You'll see giveaways. You'll see my cousins. Yeah, my real cousins, the real ones, the ones
Not the
I'm born
fake one.
with. Those. No, not the fake ones. Not the ones I met yesterday.
That part.
That part. Good night, everyone. We love you. I love you, cousin.
I love you too. Always. We love you guys. We miss you so much. We'll see you soon.
Somebody done. Somebody done. Get mad.
Like,
I
who
don't know
is
why
he
it's a
then?
delay.
I don't know
I
either,
don't
but
know
it's
why it
okay.
was a delay.
It was a delay, but we did pretty good pausing and letting, like, just waiting for a second because we could tell that the delay was there.
Somebody done.
It still
We
says
could we could
bye.
work it out. But I'm going to go. I'm hangry.
They got a place called Hangry Joe's up here. I don't know if y'all got
Oh,
it, but we had to get you some of that.
please do.
Enjoy
I
your
love you. Call
dinner.
me tomorrow.
Love you.
Okay.